Welcome to Trader Joe's. That's where I am. I'm in my husband's car because my car is on the fritz and we don't 100% know what's wrong with it. So I've been test driving cars and I'm probably the only person on the planet that hates this process. I'm getting a new car and I'm just now starting to get excited because I think I found something I like, but it's just been a whole thing. Anyway, so Valentine's Day is this weekend and I have decided that I am going to put together a wine and cheese tasting. We have so much fun when we did it with Aldi products over the holidays. And so I have taken it upon myself to find a local place that sells really good cheeses. I'm going to go there next. And they have a wine, they have like half bottles of wine that they're putting together with that package, but it's $115. I don't want to spend $115. So I went online and I did my own research on the different wines, and I actually found some wines to look for here at Trader Joe's for a lot less. Some of the bottles are like $7 or $5. So come along and let's see what we can find.
I just got pixie dusted.
All right, I'm about to try one of these Dragon Balls.
Oh, look at this. She is good.
I had the gentleman in the wine section help me find some of the wines that were on my list that I researched, and I did really well. I found some really cool wines for under $10 a bottle, and when I get home I'll show you what they are. Right now let's go to the cheese shop, and it's actually a wine and cheese place. I'll show you that. That's up next, also in South Tampa. Okay, I'm back home after going to Trader Joe's and Vintage Wine Cellars. That's where I got my cheeses from. I'm not going to show you all my groceries because it's pretty much the same thing I always get. There are a few things I will show you though. I'm going to show you the wines. So in case you want to do this also, I'm not going to be filming this until Saturday. I know Valentine's Day is on Sunday, but in case you wanted to follow along with my matches, I'll let you know what I got and maybe you can go and get it too. So first off, they gave us a triple cream brie. If you are in Tampa, they're having, for $17.99, Vintage Wine Cellars has put together a package of 3 separate cheeses for a tasting, and I will let you know what I found on my own to pair with it. Again, they actually also have a package where they have half bottles to go with these cheeses, and that is actually going to be on Friday. I'm not going to be doing that. I didn't want to spend a lot of money on wines, so $115 seemed like a lot to me for 3 half bottles of wine. So I mean, their wines are really, really good, but I wanted to do a different version. So I'm gonna have fancy cheese with not so fancy wine, or fancy or less expensive wine. The other one is a Stripey Jack. This is really cool. So the thing with this is each one of these is a different cheese, and you eat it all together. So that looks pretty cool. It's got cheddar, Lancashire, I can't say it, Cheshire, Red Leicester, and Double Gloucester. A lot of these cheeses were singly in the Aldi cheese that I had over the holidays in the advent calendar. And this last one is a Asiago cheese. So they paired that one, and that one is an Asiago Vecchio, which means it's been aged for 10 months. There's actually in the middle, it's aged a little bit longer than the regular one, which is 6 months, and not quite as long as the next one up, which I believe is 16 or 18 months. So those are the 3 cheeses. So now, I did some research, and I found out that there are a bunch of wines that you can use from Trader Joe's that are much less expensive. I spent about $23.50 on 4 bottles of wine, which is pretty incredible, versus the 3 bottles of half bottles of wine for $115. So this is what I paired together. So I already put it in the freezer, but I bought a Trader Joe's roasted vegetable pizza. I was going to try someplace that did a vegetable pizza here, but it specifically says that roasted vegetable pizza goes the best with the Sangiovese. You remember from the tasting my husband and I did in August, I'll link that up there. We had a really good cheese pizza from a local place near us, and we had the Sangiovese with that, and that was so good. It was also one of the middle. We had like eight tastings that night, and we kind of were feeling it by the end of it, but that was a really good pairing. So I decided to try the Sangiovese at Trader Joe's. He told me to make sure that I open it an hour before we're gonna taste it and pour it into the glasses and let it breathe. He said it will taste better since it's a newer vintage, to let it age a little bit before we drink it. So I will follow his instructions. And this particular wine was $4.91. That's incredible. And it looks really good. It's a 2018, so it is a newer vintage, as vintages go. But this is great with any sort of Italian meal. I also contemplated doing it with like a lasagna, but I thought, no, I'm gonna try the roasted vegetable pizza that was suggested. So that's gonna be for our main meal, probably after the cheeses. The first one I'll probably start off with is the Asiago, and they suggested a bubbly Prosecco or a Moscato d'Asti. Now, Moscato d'Asti is also a bubbly wine. Unfortunately, my husband does not like bubbly wines. I like both of those, he does not. So to kind of compromise, we're still gonna do the Moscato without the bubbles. So I got this. I got the Bluefin. This is not, I don't believe this is specific to Trader Joe's. I'm not real quite sure, but this is what I got. The price point on this was also $4.91. So that'll probably be the first one that we do. Then for the triple cream brie, it was suggested to get a white burgundy. Now, when I did the research, I found a wine that Trader Joe's sometimes carries. They didn't have it at mine. So the secondary wine that was suggested to do with the triple cream was a Beaujolais. And they had the Beaujolais that was recommended online. It is by Georges Dubouf, and the gentleman helped me find it. So this was recommended specifically at Trader Joe's. So the Georges Dubouf Beaujolais. This one was the most expensive of the bunch at $7.91. So for under $8, which is unbelievable, it's supposed to be a really good wine, and this will be paired with the triple cream brie. And I'm probably gonna get some baguette bread to put it on that, so it should be pretty good. And the other cheese that we're going to try is that Singleton's Stripey Jack. And what was suggested for that one is a red zin. And I happen to love red zins, but I wanted to keep them all from Trader Joe's wines. And so I found this one. Now I know Paso Robles in California actually produces some really nice wines. So I went with this one. It's Growers Reserve. It does say Trader Joe's on it, so it's exclusive to Trader Joe's. This one was a whopping $5.91. So that is the last wine we're going to be trying. Also, red Zinfandels pair well with chocolate, being that it's Valentine's Day. After we're done with all of the wine tasting, so after the Sangiovese, we're going to go back to the red Zin for our last part of our tasting, which is going to be paired with, I got the cocoa truffles. I have had these before. They are amazing. And I happened to catch this as I was walking by. We will probably try one of these together and split it. Lava cake, I believe there's two in here. Yeah, there's two cakes in here. I love lava cake. We usually, at least I would get it when we were going Carnival cruises. Carnival Cruise is known for their lava cakes. It's gonna be a long time before we go on a cruise again, but this looked good. So this will be paired back with the red Zinfandel. So I'm going to be doing those tastings on Saturday. So make sure you tune in to see the results and whether or not we like the pairings that I chose. Again, I just did my own research and figured I'm gonna try it. So on that note, thank you for tuning into the wonderful world of Wendy. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. Give me a big thumbs up, and I'll see you on my next wine adventure from Wines from Trader Joe's. I'll see you then.